Hello, and thank you for watching a demonstration of NitroCell's integration with Retail Management Hero's point-of-sale software. To do so, we'll use NitroCell's screen-responsive template, which adjusts to look great on every device. We'll start by walking you through the basics, selecting an item in RMH, editing that item using NitroCell's proprietary software, using NitroCell software to upload that item to an online store, viewing that item online exactly as your customers would, selecting that item for purchase, checking out using NitroCell shopping cart, downloading and processing the order using both NitroCell software and RMH. And we'll finish up showcasing some of the other features of the NitroCell platform. So let's go into Retail Hero Store Manager. Let's assume this GST football is an item we want to sell online. Just so you know, NitroCell fully supports matrix items, but we'll save that for another time. Let's go ahead and select Edit so we can note some of the details here in the Item Properties window. For now, let's note the item is in the Sports Department and Sporting Goods category. The price is $9.99, and there's a long extended description. Under the Inventory tab, we can see there are currently 20 on hand or available. And finally, under the Options tab, we'll check the box labeled Item is available on the website. By the way, in the long version of this demo, we showcase all of the functions available to you when you use NitroCell. We will now introduce you to one of the pieces of software included in the NitroCell platform. It's called the Product Attribute Manager, but we just call her Pam for short. If you sign on with NitroCell, Pam will become one of your closest friends. Pam takes a snapshot of your RMH database from when it was last saved, so we should be able to locate our GST football. Here it is. As you can see, our item is in the same department and category as we saw in RMH, Sports and Sporting Goods. The RMH navigation automatically works on the web store. However, if you wish to create your own labels for your departments and categories, maybe ones that are more web-friendly, Pam allows you to do that easily. Pam has so many useful features that are explained more thoroughly during the implementation and training process that all new clients receive. If you recall, when we selected our item in RMH, we didn't take the time to edit or elaborate on our description. That's because RMH, like other POS systems, has a 30-character limit for descriptions to accommodate for printing tags and labels. That can be a liability, though, when you're selling online. With NitroCell, Pam can solve that problem with its alternative naming option, Web Description, or Web Name. So let's go ahead and enter a nice long web description for our GST football right now. 1003 GST Leather Practice Football. Okay, that's done. Now let's go ahead and select an image for our ball. Pam's image editor lets you add your own, or even better, search the web for a product image. This saves loads of time, especially when you're putting up large quantities of product to your online store. Let's also quickly mark the New Product field as true. We'll point out how this shows up on the web store later. Lastly, you can see the RMH Extended Description field, where you can enter up to 4,000 characters to explain the details of your products. From here, you can also quickly copy-paste them from one item to another. Okay, let's keep moving. Remember earlier when we marked our item available on the website? You can see that change represented here as web item equals true. Web item is the same attribute, which makes items appear online. Pam also lets you make changes to multiple items at once, another time saver. As you can see, these other items are web item equals false. Let's click copy on a true and then paste to all rows. And voila! All of these items are available for sale online. And now we'll commit changes, which is like save in Pam. Another piece of the NitroCell suite of software is called Sync. This is the oh-so-important component that keeps your in-store POS and your online store synchronized, thus the name. You can set sync's frequency to a variety of intervals, but we're just going to do a manual sync right now so we can see the new item we've prepared for the online store. All right, as you can see, our item is featured right here in the New Products carousel. That's because we indicated new item equals true in Pam before. You can customize our carousels or create your own. New Product is just a commonly used default that's already set up for you. NitroCell's back-end tool, the Web Store Manager, or WSM for short, lets you have complete control over how your products are displayed on your online store. We cover those features extensively in another tutorial. We can also find our item in its designated department and category. And here it is with its nice long web description we entered and the extended description underneath. And most importantly, you can see that we have 20 in stock, just as we saw in RMH. Okay, let's order the item now so we can show you the shopping cart features and how to process the order when you're finished. We'll add the item to our cart and then select Go to Checkout. Since we're using a test account, you can see that all of my billing information has been auto-filled into their proper fields. You'll be able to customize your checkout with web coupons, gift wrapping, shipping options, and much more, which is detailed extensively in our other tutorials. Let's go ahead and order this item. After the customer places their order, they get taken to an order confirmation page. They'll also receive an email confirmation. Another email gets generated and sent to your store and contains all of the order details. Let's go ahead and process the new order now. Web orders are downloaded every 15 minutes by sync, but I'll perform a manual get web orders to bring it down now. Look, do you see the pop-up in the bottom right of the screen? It says, New web order received. This alert will show every time a new order is downloaded. Let's go ahead and open up the RMH POS. Here, you can see our third software called Get Web Orders. If we click on the Get Web Orders button, it will bring up a new screen. And here you can see the order we just placed for the football. To begin processing it, I'll click Open. If a similar customer already exists in the POS, a customer matching or merging interface displays, allowing you to minimize duplicate customers and ensures one customer's in-store and online purchase history are consolidated into one account. But in this case, I'll create a new customer. Next, any special details about the order are displayed. Otherwise, it will put the order on the POS just as if the customer were standing in front of you at the store. So, to tender the transaction, we just select Tender Sale as usual. With just a few clicks, the order is complete. You can also print a pick list for order fulfillment and a packing slip for your shipments. NitroCell also integrates with postage and label software, which we highly recommend. The rest of the operation is pretty self-explanatory and covered in more detail in our extended demonstration. Now, do you remember how many GST footballs we started with earlier? 20. Let's go ahead and look at our item again. And here you can see, after the order, we're showing only 19 available. Now let's check online. Click on our item, and there we go, 19 available. NitroCell perfectly keeps your in-store and online inventories in harmony. Your customers are in perfect harmony too. As you can see, NitroCell created the customer in the POS database, complete with all the details. And here we see the same customer and details in the Web Store Manager. While we're here, let's finish up with a quick tour of the back-end web portal that every NitroCell client uses to manage their account and features of the online store. You can see the various menu options here that control settings for marketing, payments, shipping and taxes, etc. Many of these are just one-time settings, and we help you set them up correctly during the implementation and training that every new client receives. These other settings let you control how your website displays your items, search, filtered search settings, and much more that we cover in more detail in a separate tutorial. Well, okay, that's about it. Thank you for taking the time to view NitroCell's integration with Retail Hero. If you're looking for an e-commerce solution that works perfectly with the POS you already own, then NitroCell is the best choice for you. Thank you again for watching.